Lacey! Take us in and let me know when we are. Yes.
He's over here. On the back of his. Who's been naughty and who's been nice? That's your fault. Naughty.
Futurama, the role-playing game.
Yeah.
Check it again.
Lacey? So, hey guys, welcome back to Jungles of Pesh. I'm sorry that I wasn't here last week for the game. That's just me apologizing to you guys, the viewers. We have some fun and interesting stuff here today. We are joined by our heroes. Heroes is a very generous term I give to these players. First, we have Hogan. We have Shove. Shiv.
We still do not do much tricking.
Oh, I know.
He has a like a short sword now, so he's getting there.
He's making steps to the right.
He's coming up to his namesake.
That's
He
kind of
needs
suck
character.
across the board. So
When we last left our heroes, they had just met with the High One, the leader of the elves in this area, who had given them the task of going to the Temple of Lilio and stopping Daddon from unleashing a terrible.
We already had that task. We didn't
Want to
leave
do
it
it.
though. That's what we
We didn't want to do it. Of going to the Temple of Lilio and stopping Daddon from unleashing a horrible beast upon the world.
Also fixing.
Also fixing you. Yes.
you feel less hungry.
I feel
No, he's super hungry, but not animalistic.
I feel less animalistic. The hunger still hangs in my belly, and there's still traces.
It's better than the hunger pains in your ears.
Okay, so you guys are effectively still in the camp with the arrows. So what are you guys doing?
What time?
You guys left the tent. It was like noonish. So
Oh, I thought it was like night.
no, because you guys woke up that morning and it only took 12 hours to get to the camp. Spent maybe 30 minutes talking to the Highland.
Finding out, well, we have to go now even more distance.
I realize this is a matter of importance. Do we wait for cover of nightfall, or do we go headlong?
I'd like to wait until the trees stop moving.
I'd like to be fixed, please.
Since we are still high on our...
Well, that's how
I
we
didn't go
go.
on the tent, so I'm perfectly fine.
Contact box, just a little bit better. Not like go and just. Okay.
I will ask our new
Somebody's-
companion, Trelinar. I'm sure the DM did not at all forget about.
No.
If he has anything to help the trees stop moving, since they're five
I
times
didn't.
in-
I actually made a thing for him. Okay, cool.
Yeah, drink a lot of water.
Yeah, he's drink water.
How?
Flush.
Where is the temple of
Lilia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exact opposite way. we came from.
Ililio, not Lililio.
I said Lilian. He said
I said it right, I'm pretty sure. How far away is it? And how do we? What are our options to get there?
Walking.
Through more jungle? Slowly?
Yep.
And how far away is this?
I actually have a new map.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Still don't have 4 cannons filled in.
I'm gonna show it to this.
An alternative we could skip.
We are getting reports before we begin players.
Alright,
Lacey,
turn down
the music, please.
desktop here.
I was doing a thing. I was doing a thing for us.
Thank you, whoever told us that the map
Yes.
is too low.
Thank you very much. Thank you for telling us things and stuff.
Input and feedback, always welcome.
I appreciate
We
everything.
don't
you
want
guys-
feedback, that's really lovely.
-3 charisma. That doesn't exist. So I have a lovely map per. once it works. This is the map of Pesh. So it is actually where you guys are at right now.
Powered by Google Maps.
Oh, it's like Pokemon.
It's 48 miles to the east. I say again, 48 miles to the east.
So that I don't do the mathematics. How long did that take us?
Well, it took us a day to get here, and that was 12 miles. Because apparently elves don't believe in path building. I say
it is
to the
jungle.
fourth image of Frelinar, well, who actually stands here.
We don't mess with the jungle. We don't mess with Taide's creations.
Which one of you said that? I don't like you.
I say we get trekking. That's the only
Apparently
option.
it's much better now.
It could take us days, and we have no idea how close the strange man is already.
Frelinar is going to come with us. He might know the
And
fastest
a
ways.
larger group travels slower.
But so does a massive ogre.
The strange man has strange ways.
I don't want to think about it.
I can help. I know some paths through some areas, but it's not going to be tremendous.
Well, either way, we have to get back to the Elf Village and sail back across. So, someone else lead the way.
Frelinar does indeed take point.
So we're going back to the village where we found Frelinar.
I follow directly behind him
Okay.
because he's the
Kind
best.
of doing this.
But he's the best hunter and is most likely to give me food.
More birds, please.
So I'm just gonna grunt and he'll just throw food at me.
You have to do a flip first
And then clap.
with your elbows.
A couple of hours in, those of you who are high start to feel a little less high. In fact, it kind of subsides, and all that's left is that kind of warm feeling in your chest and in your cheeks, and what's
Oh god, it's heartburn.
like the dizziness and what's it called when things move?
Vertigo?
Yeah, the vertigo.
That's
is,
not what vertigo is.
I
Or-
fucking hate it so much.
It's close enough.
I mean, I think that's what you were going for.
You know, eczema. Yeah, that.
That's not what it is, you idiot. You just told me. From the corner of your eyes, a couple hours in, you start to see figures in the jungles walking around you.
Lizard people.
And when you turn your head to look, it's as if there was nothing there to begin with.
So just kind of sensing movement.
Rustling.
It's only those of us who are still...
Nope. All of you.
Charlie in the trees.
Charlie in the trees.
I'm going to say quietly, does anyone else see something off the beaten path here? Or is it just me that's seeing shadows jump?
Perception.
Well, he's just asking you a question.
Well, yes, I do. I see. I don't know if it's following us or.
Should we maybe light some torches, something to keep them away if they're animals?
As a guy who's used to these jungles.
He looks around and says, it might be Serpentfolk, so we might need to be a little cautious. But I wouldn't use torches, that might just attract other things.
Fear not, shiny feathery elf. I have become an expert at fighting Serpentfolk.
You're alive and you've been here for a week. I would say that makes you an expert in killing Serpentfolk.
Huzzah.
Is he sassing us? I think
No,
he's sassing.
I'm not sassing you. I'm telling you, congrats. You've been here for a week. You've stayed alive. I'm proud of you.
You've done better than 80% of other people.
The shiny feathered elf is the secret.
Well, he looks at you as, let me explain to you something. The Serpentfolk, when they started, had sticks and clubs. Now they have bows, maces, and shields. Care to guess where they got those from?
I'm guessing other adventurers?
Other adventurers.
I was gonna guess trees. Brother, you're so smart.
Congratulations, the elf, those are your trees.
Elbow.
I'll get one on that.
But yeah, he's like, that's how they got their stuff. Is they killed people and took their gear because they realized it worked better than what they had.
Now they're even more proficient in killing eventually.
They're even more
I mean, so basically, us, this whole adventure, you know, if what we kill has something better than what we have, that's our new equipment.
Should we
Yeah, the
move?
secret's out.
It's a role-playing guy, guys. Oh no.
Should we move faster, or should we form a defensive perimeter?
Well, the faster we move, the less cautious and the less we'll notice around us. So
I say we should probably just take it
a
slow.
steady.
Take it nice and easy. If you don't mind, like you take point, and I'll get in the middle of our circle. I have the longest range of all of us, and the best eyes. So if anything were to watch, yes.
We'll just take one.
Walk in front.
Got it. Thank you, brother. Who's up?
And he uses like some movement that if any does anybody here have any historical lore at all?
Go for it.
A musical one.
Go ahead.
I guess.
Does musical lore help?
I always. So they're in the other room. It's not like I forgot them. 17?
Oh yeah. So he is using your character's from the Laurentine Empire, right? One of the gnome settlements is what we talked about. He is
fit right in. I fit right in.
He is using some hand signals you've seen used by military officers of the Laurentine Empire, of the captain rank and higher. So he's doing things like point, you come here, stay low, all sorts of stuff.
Which is lost on most of us.
I'm just gonna walk at the front.
He goes, good. That's all I need you to do. And if I tell you to get down, get down.
Okay.
Meaning, he demonstrates like
He
getting.
doesn't know how much he has to spell out.
We good? We clear? Are we?
Sure.
I understand you, feathery, shiny elf. Thank you.
So yeah, you guys walk a little bit further, and again, you see it this time. Kind of behind you, you hear some rustling, and corner of your eye, there's somebody moving through. It's obviously humanoid at this point, but still either moving too fast or too shrouded in leaves and clothes to see just exactly what form it's taken, or it has.
Am I at the end of the group?
It's up to you. He's taking point, Frelinar's in the middle, where the rest of you guys are at kind of.
I'll take rear and keep an eye on the rear.
Okay. He's gonna watch your butt.
I'll watch the butts.
What do you want to be?
I'm thinking one of our flanks.
I guess I'm
If we have
behind.
Relenar in the middle.
Start
you can take
formation.
a point. Huh?
Start formation.
Well, I was imagining more Relenar in the middle, shove in front. Did you say you're at the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can on either side.
Us on the flanks, just sort of,
Start.
you know, keeping our eyes out to the sides.
Yep. All right. So it's getting to be dark now. You haven't seen anything other than like the passing movement or like the sound in the trees. Nothing's approached you, but you know that either it's make camp or keep moving.
Can anyone here see in the dark?
Excuse me, I can't.
You can.
Dark side.
You have dark sight?
Yeah, but it's only like 20 feet.
20 yards, which is
Oh yeah.
forever.
Yeah. I thought it was.
Relenar?
Yes.
Can you see in the dark? Yeah. Okay.
Else can see.
So, my brother and I cannot, so we're going to be sort of relying on you guys to give us a heads up if something's coming at us.
How far away from the village are we?
Well, you guys have only been traveling for about 6 hours. So,
I feel like we should keep moving at night and rest during the day.
Yeah, I'd rather get back to the village late and...
Maybe just make a stamina check to see see how weary we are?
No, don't do that. Don't give him ideas. That's not role playing.
Actually, that's actually written right here. So yes.
Stamina check?
Yep.
That's what? Constitution?
Yep.
16.
Okay.
16.
16.
15, and I stopped.
Okay. Sure. It's up to you which thing you want to use.
He's got 45.
You guys are actually you feel kind of tired, but you've shaken off the
Second one.
yeah, you're shaking off the feeling of being tired. You're pushing through it. And you're like, nope, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna keep going.
Are we doing the pre-made initiatives?
Just
Okay. I'm gonna take the upper hand, so I get a +3 to my initiative roll if we enter combat anytime soon.
okay. All right. So a couple more hours pass, and you still hear this sound of rustling in the trees. This time you can hear voices. No, it's more like you can tell that they're talking in like Elven and things like that, but you're not sure what it is, what they're saying exactly.
I'm gonna draw my bow and just keep it at the ready.
Okay.
And I'll ask for Ronin. Do you know what they're saying?
I can't hear that far.
You're an elf. I thought your hearing was good.
No, my sight's
Oh. Chalk that up to inaccurate stereotypes.
Do we want to stop a moment, see if we can listen?
It's up to you.
Just-
I mean, I'm here to help you all, so it's up to you what you want.
Let's stop and see what happens. We'll keep an eye out.
I need everybody again to make another stamina check, as it is a hot, muggy jungle, and you push past sleeping.
Curse of the Winds. 8.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
11.
So another code. It's not good. Let me check his real quick. Okay.
Beat it or gave you plus stamina plus.
So
Good thing I was
the only person who doesn't actually succumb this time is you. Even Frelinar starts to nod off as you guys sit there and wait for a minute.
Oh, I thought we were moving forward.
Nope, you guys decided to.
We just decided to stop momentarily. We had moved forward for several more
So
hours.
the
So
pause.
take rest. We're taking another brief break until we hear more voices.
The pause in your movement has caused your guide to kind of lull into a point of like.
Okay.
I choose to take the feather out of his hair and tickle his nose with
Why?
it. It will wake him up shortly.
Okay. So
surrounded by evil by all sides.
you three also feel this effect, by the way.
Sleepiness.
Yes. The DC got higher by +2 every so many hours. I'm gonna need you to make an opposed might check.
All of us are just me.
Tickling the elf.
Oh.
Why do you keep showing things to people's noses?
17.
It's a bad
You
habit.
beat him.
I'm just trying to tickle his
No,
nose.
you,
I'm trying to
he
beat
tried to
him.
grab. He tried to grab the
You did as well.
Oh.
thing, the feather, but he seems unaffected by the tickling, as he is kind of doing. He tried to grab it, but no, was like,
Maybe we should break camp before our guide falls asleep and our tank gets himself into trouble.
At this rate, we're all going to be defenseless because everybody's going to be asleep.
I will watch for trouble.
Well, do we feel any sort of magical effects or anything, or are we just dropping this up to the
You're
We've
exhausted.
been running for like over a day straight.
Yeah, it's been 26 hours, 24 hours? I mean, not 24, but like, it's been more than 24 hours.
I will keep watch.
And you have physical labor for what, about 5 hours today?
And I'm
you're
already exhausted.
fucking
I'm
lazy.
already done.
Let's
So
take a
set
short
camp.
rest.
Short rest?
Yeah, not short rest. I say we make camp for the night. How far away are we, roughly?
He tells you, he's like, we're probably another 6 hours out, maybe 5.
Let's take a short rest and evaluate it. I don't want to stay out here.
I don't either, but we'll be dead from exhaustion if we run through till the morning. Like I say we set up shop and have someone go and
Find
watch.
some little alcove, something defendable, and then settle down for.
Or find a hollowed out tree
Yes.
or something.
I will keep watch.
So what do you guys looking for some place you can kind of...
Put our backs to.
Something that we can probably easily view all around us.
Well, yeah, you guys do indeed find a hollowed out tree, just off in the distance. Tour forward a little bit. Colgus, the first one that spotted it with his dark sight, he pointed it out and he was like, "Hey, I think that's a hollowed out tree over there." Just to remind you guys what I said on the Facebook post, feel free to just, if you feel it's within reason, just say, "Hey, I found this," and I reserve the right to say no, but this is a collaborative experience. I want to share the narrative control with you guys. So that said, he does indeed find it, and he points in the direction, and Frelinar takes the lead and starts heading over that way, so that he can set up a area for you guys.
Scope out the area around the tree,
So
the immediate area.
it's kind of hollowed, like the tree itself is kind of hollowed out, like in a way, like the bark itself is kind of mushy from decay. But it seems sturdy enough. The area around the tree doesn't have any sort of tracks that you can tell. The leaves are dents on the ground. But yeah.
You said you're taking watch first.
I am taking watch.
Is very moist and squishy and silent around. So no snapping twigs to alert us here.
I need you to make another check as they set up to go to sleep.
Stamina.
Yeah.
18.
You're still fighting it. You're fighting it hard. You're winning. You're fighting it.
That's what I do.
He shoves the fatigue away.
Yeah. You guys, however, are pretty much out. Like after you check around, the fatigue has gotten to you. The exhaustion's gotten to you. It's it. It's all you can. It's all your body can do is just reset.
Okay.
During your watch, I need you to make a perception test.
Uh-oh.
And suddenly his watch ended.
I stunted.
If you succeed.
Everyone
13.
wakes up to a green cloud.
13.
Okay.
13 question mark? Or 13.
A hand rests on your shoulder. You guys know anything about this area? It's a voice of a man. Definitely not a Serpentfolk, because it doesn't do this after every S.
Okay.
But he's like, hey, we've been following you guys for a while, man, and I'll be honest, you look like you knew where you were going, and we don't. But you also looked much better armed than we are. He keeps his hand kind of like at a point where he's like telling you not to turn your head. you guys seem much more better armed than we were. So we wanted to wait until there was a point where we were on equal ground.
Who is we?
Me and my compatriots. We've been adventuring together for quite some time after some of our other groups died. But
Are there many of you?
there's quite a few.
Quite a few. That's we don't have quite
A
a few.
handful.
We have slightly less than a handful.
That's how big your hand is.
My hands are very large.
Is it more than this many?
You're not awake.
Out of context.
How can I help you and your compatriots?
Well, you see, we each have our own little goal we're trying to get accomplished here. And we're thinking maybe you could help us. I was kind of hoping that we could stalk you guys down long enough for, like, maybe you to pass out and, you know, the Nork to be awake. But we'll settle with what we got.
How can I help you?
So, I'm looking for a group of explorers that came out here from Bazan, which is the peninsula to the east. And I need to know if you've seen anybody. Because my brother came out here and he's been missing for quite some time. And he was looking for the Spine-Eye Gauntlets.
Can you be slightly more specific? Because I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, what about... And he goes, my friend Adriana, she, cute halfling. Don't let her know I said that. She came all the way from Dagenfar and Raikik, and she's looking for the Rimward tablet that holds the information of the ancient Charm Arcana.
This doesn't sound familiar, I'm sorry. I met a halfling once. She took my sanity. I was sad. But I'm better now.
So as you're talking to this guy, a dwarf in very heavy armor comes trudging across, making squish, 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 squish in the leaves.
Okay.
And he goes, don't bother yourself with that one. He doesn't have any answers. He looks around and kind of lifts you up and props you against the back of the tree. Yeah, you can wake up if you like.
I would like to.
Yeah. Good morning!
Without turning my head, I just speak. I don't know who was lifted up, but I just say there are more than a handful of these folk. Let's be nice to them. And by be nice, I think we should not scream.
The man with his hand on your shoulder goes, that would be best. Because screaming implies that you've attacked us. And if you've attacked us, then Ralsine will come. And nobody wants Ralsine to come.
Who's Ralsine?
He's my buddy.
I like making buddies. Can I meet him?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We have business to conclude. And the dwarf is like, he's got a big old beard with like runes in it, like beads with runes in it. The runes are obviously arcane runes. And he's got heavy chainmail armor on with a staff.
Do I recognize the runes?
Sure. They are the runes of the healing arcana, and they are the runes of the lightning arcana.
Ah.
Apparently, these folk are looking for a group of adventurers from a pencil somewhere, and they've lost their friends. They were looking for gauntlets and a burnt book. How'd I do? Did I get that right?
Sure. The guy that his hand shows, shh. Red.
Fascinating. And
And we figured you guys knew where you were going.
we're going back to town.
Is it town?
Yes.
Where? The dwarf looks honestly confused, like, I ain't never seen no town.
Well, We're headed to the river. Across the river is the town of Wasta. It's where we came from to get over here.
We've only ever been on this side of the river. It's really too long for us to travel across.
We have a boat.
Do you? Okay. Well, maybe you can help us out.
I don't like being told I must help people. So if I could perhaps at least stand up,
Sure. You're more than welcome to stand up.
I will do so.
See, I'm looking. Hold on. For a vile witch.
A vial which has what in it? You didn't finish your sentence.
The man with his hand on your shoulders. I like him. It's not too bright. He kind of puts his hand in your head. It's like it's good
I'm
stuff.
afraid he's not for sale.
I don't want him. This thing is cute. Kind of the same way that Adrian is cute.
Thanks.
Because you can't see him. What are we gonna do? Probably can't see him in this tree anyway. I think the only person you can honestly see in the dark of this tree would be...
I assume I'm outside the tree.
Really?
Well, if the dwarf ran into the tree and propped me up, he's... Well, did the dwarf go in the tree and prop me up?
Yeah. In the tree. Now we're being real quiet. Like, super quiet. And he goes, because she burned down my village. And Ulsholm. On the Isle of Stormar, northwest of the mainland.
I have heard of it.
Now, she's not, you can't miss her. She looks disgusting. And I want to kill her.
I'm afraid there are any number of disgusting things in this jungle. And I would venture a guess you might not have met the worst of them yet.
Finally, coming out of the darkness is a tiny little halfling female, wearing very little. She has like a skirt made of animal skins, along with like a loincloth like bra made of animal skins. It just kind of like drapes over and covers everything. Next to her is a small ferret. She's looking around going, well, do we know anything yet? You may wake up if you'd like, so may you. At this point, there's been enough conversation to just kind of decide if your character wants to wake up.
I wake up, firstly alarmed. There seems to be a whole bunch of people.
I'll wake up too. Is there? I'm in the nook of the hollowed out tree.
There's a dwarf right next to you.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my short sword and stab him.
Alright, this has happened.
Was that initiative or an attack?
I assume I had the
Surprise,
the
yeah.
surprise round. So 7.
You miss.
Yeah. I'm gonna scream, "Who the hell are you?"
Brother, I was told to not make noise because I might wake people, and that would be less than good.
Well, the talking was noise.
They are more than a handful.
As you
I have
yell,
been told.
you hear honest to goodness thuds in the squishiness of the leaves at full sprint. And and coming into the tree, through the tree, is a hand that comes around your head. $17?
To hit? Yeah.
Grabs your head and pushes it to the squishy earth of the ground.
Okay.
He doesn't really hit you so much as just
mush me.
before you now is an orc wearing a breastplate that has a light in the center, which actually illuminates up the tree.
Iron orc? Iron orc?
He is massive, standing roughly 7 feet tall and about 4 feet wide.
Whoa, shit, down Mongo!
I react immediately, and I'm going to whirl about and try to hit the guy who's behind me.
Which one?
The one who's in my fist range.
That would be so the guy behind you. That's a human. See.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna. Actually, am I being like pinned down, or does he just have his hand?
He's being super calm. Like they've all been like super calm.
All right. I'm gonna charge the orc. And how quickly can I?
You can get to him.
How quickly can I pull out my maul? Fast
It's
enough.
it's an activation move to pull weapon.
So, I have to punch him, basically.
Pretty much.
I will do just that.
Couldn't he charge for his major action?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
So he can activate and charge.
Yeah, you can activate and charge.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
So you turn on the hammer.
Yeah, basically. All right, so I'm gonna, in one less than elegant swing, kind of whirl around, pull out the maul, and charge this orc because he has assaulted my brother, and that does not happen. Well, it happens frequently. I try not to let it happen.
It does not go.
I'll let it happen again! Ah!
Trust me, I'm no more happy about it than he is.
15 plus stunting.
Okay.
Did
You
you
hit.
include your charge?
What?
Gives you +1
Oh, I thought that was +1 to damage.
on your attack roll.
Okay, well 16.
You
But
do
I
hit.
think I've already hit. All right, so 4 stun points.
4.
Bad Mongo.
They're on one guard.
All right, I'm going to use dual strike,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess with the secondary swing of it, hit the dwarf
Okay.
that is standing near both my brother and Kolguk.
Okay.
So let's see how this goes. That's too many dice. I'm sorry. I don't know how to play things. $14 on damage for the two of them.
Hold on.
And
Oh,
that's for the orc. I guess I have to roll damage separately for the dwarf.
yes.
Seems unclear, but I think so.
Yeah, the attack applies to both. The damage I have to roll separately. It's the same though. So 14 to both of them.
Okay. Okay. So that's the end of the surprise round. We will start now at the top of the round with, unless
Did my attacks do anything?
your attack on the orc hit very heavy resistance against his armor.
Can I knock him back? Or is he too heavy?
Yeah, you can knock him back.
Okay, well I'm gonna use my two-handed ability to knock the orc back a little bit.
Okay.
And did I meet heavy resistance on the dwarf too?
Not as heavy, but
Not
heavier than
as heavy. He was heavily armored.
heavy as you. He's heavily armored for somebody who shouldn't be.
Oh, okay. But the orc is an orc?
Yeah.
Got it.
What you have to do?
Well, I see the whole entire scuffle going down. Oh shit! And I see probably right out the tree is a human that was touching him. him. So, throwing dagger.
Attack.
Dack attack.
Attack.
I'm apparently very tired, so.
You hear a, hey!
7.
Oh wait, you've already gone.
Yeah.
First, I'm gonna jab fellow around with my quarterstaff. Wake up! And I'm gonna be like, wait, can't we talk this out? We don't need to attack each other. And dwarf's in front of me, the halfling's behind him, a human over here, and an orc right here.
There's one orc, a dwarf. So the dwarf's in front of you, the orc's behind him. There's a halfling outside of the tree, and Daddon is outside, right outside the tree. Like he's standing in the archway of the tree. This is a very large tree.
I want to prepare my ready. Is it ready?
Ready your major action. It's prepare.
Ready. Yeah, prepare. I want to prepare my arcane spring to knock over the human or the halfling if they come into the tree, since it's getting to be awfully crowded in here.
Okay. That's everybody's actions at the start of the round. Ralseen makes a charging movement as he pulls from behind him. Pulling it up is a glaive, effectively, like a halberd.
This is the human.
No, this is
the orc.
the orc.
Wait, is it a halberd or a glaive?
A halberd. It's my bad.
What's the difference for the
It's
uneducated?
a halberd. A glaive.
They're both on
It's a halberd.
spears.
Yeah, they're both like pole.
Well, a halberd is more like an axe.
Okay, what's a glaive then? Oh, a glaive is more like a.
That's a glaive.
Got it.
17 hits.
That's.
And it's a hell. What?
17 hits.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I have all y'all's stats right here.
For everybody that's left, that's not me, don't forget that you heal at least a little bit for your sleep.
He hits you for 17 points of damage minus your armor.
It
As
had to be
he
a whole night's sleep.
he like pushes you up into the tree with the thing. He shifts you 2 yards.
Who?
He shifts in 2 yards into the tree.
Do we now have 2 big holes out of the tree?
And there's a in your face, just like right there.
What was that again?
I hate you. Anyway, I will never try to be cinematic ever again.
No, keep going. They're going to peanut gallery.
Yeah. Actually, it's later. Anyway,
Oh, great.
Oh god.
Daddon. Wait, hold on. Who's next? I'm sorry. There's another voice outside the tree that goes, I could profit off this. I'll allow it. And the voice on the other side of the tree, Daddon, goes, shut up, you little weasel.
Did the ferret just speak?
Bert.
I already moved.
That was the surprise. This is the actual initiative order.
What do you mean we can talk about it as I ready up my sword?
We don't have to fight them. It's a misunderstanding. I'm being as loud as I possibly can.
Guard.
Okay.
Full defense.
After
Because I
Bert,
just saw one giant fucking plow into the building, and then our giant plow back out through.
and then another giant. So after Bert goes Frelinar, who gets up and looks around, and he looks at you, because he hasn't really been paying attention.
Don't kill them. Just we can work it out.
And then he just draws his bow and goes, I don't know what's going on.
Just don't let anybody kill each other.
Shiv.
I'm going to. I assume I was still laying down. I'm going to get up and who's the closest to him? The dwarf?
Because now the orc is pinning your brother against the wall. The two of them are like right up against the wall of the tree.
I guess I'll try to move behind the orc and stab him from behind. Not how you're thinking.
Doing a shiv.
Not how you're thinking.
Mental storm.
If he
It
hits.
hits, which I'm rolling terrible today. 10.
One of us.
So you go to stab him, and as you go to stab, he kind of sees you and uses the back end of the halberd to
Maybe I'm still
to parry your
I thought you were
attack.
attacking the dwarf.
Well, I woke up and I attacked the closest thing to me because I didn't know. I assumed we were under attack. But
He's
now
defending you.
we've got a monster
Okay.
trying to stab you and
Shove.
pin you to a wall.
Thank you, brother. That's what I kind of do.
That's my
After
bread and
shove
butter- bread and
goes,
butter he's fucking with. Can't let that go.
That's me.
Shove.
Yeah, I'm doing what I don't usually do, which is think.
The tree begins to fill with smoke from his ears.
I'm just gonna fight back. I don't know what else I would do.
But a impenetrable wall of punch.
There's something that shove would do, and I don't want to do it because it would suck. But I have to stay true. I'm gonna do all-out attack.
Okay.
So, throwing the full weight of my strength behind the attack, even though my ability to react to counterattacks will suffer. So, +1 to damage. Whether or not the attack hits, I suffer -1 to my defense.
Okay.
And again, the mark. That's a shitty roll. 12.
That'll be a hit.
Wow.
He is flanked too.
Yep.
Of what?
You are technically flanking him.
If multiple opponents are around the same creature, you get a +1 up to a maximum of +2 for each creature around it.
+1 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So, cool, I hit. +1 on damage. Plus roll. That's pretty good. 18 for damage.
Jesus.
I feel like it's not going to do much. I think I hit 16 or 17 last time and hit heavy resistance.
Yeah. Your blow hits the armor and it kind of clanks and then finally bites in. You appear to be pissing him off.
Not that I don't appreciate my brother's help, but I might need more. Like, please.
Kolguk.
Are we at the end of the round?
No, this is
I'm
your
still
turn.
holding mine. I prepared an action.
Yeah.
Because the halfling or the human came in. Are they just not doing anything?
They haven't done anything yet.
Okay.
Whole turn to waste.
I'm going to yell at the tree. Call your orc off. We can walk. We can talk this over. It's a misunderstanding.
If Shove dies, this is on you. Mister, I don't want to do anything.
I'm gonna move between. Let's see. Shove's up against the tree. There's an orc. There's Shiv here. I'm gonna move over here to Shiv, me, Shove, and touch Shove with healing touch.
Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping.
It doesn't work. I already decided what I was gonna do. So I made the target number.
The pity trick works if never mind. Go ahead.
You get 12 hit points back. So I reach out. I guess. Were you bodily lifted off the ground? Or
Yeah,
you
he went in and up.
I guess I'm grabbing your leg
But, I mean, I'm not.
with my glowing hand and going.
Don't die!
He's not like still attached.
I was bodily chucked.
Oh.
I got back up on my feet.
I guess I'm
and
putting my
attacked.
hand on the wound and be like,
Don't die!
Thank you.
Let's work this out!
So a voice from outside the tree, the halfling goes, and you can hear another halfling voice of Timo go, well, I mean, we could stop him, but that's not really our role. That's usually Airdown's role. Don't really have a choice in that. And you can see her looking over to the guy on the inside of the hollow out, leaning up against where he was, just sort of.
Is this the dwarf or is this the human?
The
or is this
human,
a
the human had his hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
Just kind of leaning up against the tree, going.
can I yell something else?
And then finally, when his turn comes, he just kind of goes, Ralsine, behave yourself. We have other matters to attend to. Don't be a child. Then it goes to Kragnor, who goes and kind of looks at you and goes, could you please move away from my orc?
Who says that?
The dwarf. And that's his turn, as his hands glow. Back to the top of the round with Ralsine, who removes the blade from near you, puts it back up, and kind of attaches it through a loop. His hands are about the size of your arms. He looks much dumber than you, though. Like, you didn't think it was possible.
No, we met the ogre.
This is true. Just kind of going. That fire of hatred just in his face, just not enjoying not fighting. The other halfling voice from inside goes, damn it! Could have made a lot of money. And I guess that kind of ends the combat. We're going to go to
The hell it does. I'm not putting my blade away.
Bert.
You don't have to attack.
I noticed that all the others are not actually participating into the fight, so I run up to shove, and it's all right. I'm trying to keep him from reinitiating the fight, and point at you. I don't care if you got leaves in your face. It's fine. You're all right. Did he get damaged? Did he get hurt?
No.
Okay.
I'm keeping my guard up with my sword out. And, does anyone care to explain why all these people are in our camp unannounced, uninvited?
I drop my maul and raise my hand.
Yes, brother.
They need help.
Can I make a heal check on Shove to finish patching him up?
They told me that they need help, and I wanted to help them, or something.
The dwarf looks at you and goes, being that you started this aggression, I'm going to ask you again to kindly move away from my friend Ralsine, or this will get very bloody, centered on you, very fast.
Started this aggression.
Not quite. You did walk into our camp unannounced. So
We didn't lift a single weapon.
In
fact, we're all unarmed.
Over me.
I'm afraid I really don't believe you.
He opens up like all of his packs and goes, I don't have
Magic users don't need to be fucking armed.
I need my arcane device though,
Your staff?
Fascinating.
I saw your staff.
which is another item.
We will be happy to talk.
We don't know what is your arcane item.
We will be happy to talk when your group at least moves out of the tree so we may come out.
I promised myself I'd never have to say these words again, but we'll talk after you get out of our tree. It's the last time I'll ever say
When
that.
have you?
It is a long story involving a tavern owner's daughter.
Ariana looks
And a
more
dark
interested. In like, when have you been in a tree? I've lived in several trees.
Now we started this poorly, but slightly amicably, and we can return to that, but not with
Out of
this.
the game, you guys do realize if I react suddenly on instinct and attack someone, that doesn't necessarily have to start out combat. You guys can
Pile drive you.
Well,
either physically restrain me or at least like, whoa, hang on.
you attacked, and then there was a. So,
Right.
you know.
So.
To be fair, when I see a 7-foot-tall giant grabbing my party members,
I mean, I did kind of start it, but once that happened, there was not a whole lot.
Also, it was a brilliant idea on your side to just wander into a complete stranger's camp while most of them were still asleep.
Well, that's what I'm
In
saying.
the
I
middle of
woke
the
up-
jungle, a very dangerous jungle.
A
There's-
jungle you didn't even know there was a village in.
Oh, we know there's a village. It's not the one you're talking about. We came from the northern village.
Oh, the miserable shithole.
Yeah.
Well,
we've
there's
been
a much
wandering
ni-
around here for a while now.
Well, we'll be happy to talk about the much nicer one. If we could all maybe return to the sides from which we came. I don't feel comfortable talking to you with this rage monster in front of me.
You
Well
shouldn't
seen.
speak of me when I can hear you. It's not nice.
No, you are our rage monster.
The human who you can now see is very, very tan. He has tattoos on his face, alongside, down his neck. Very light armor. Ralsine! Out of the tree, man! Jesus. Are you alright?
I am fine. Thank you.
I'm going to gesture to the dwarf.
Your friend is
The dwarf
large.
looks very grumpy and walking out.
I will follow him out, but I will stay near the tree while they... Now,
So, you guys were sleeping, but the nice man said that they needed help and that there was
I would love to meet the
roughly
nice man.
a
Where is he?
handful of them. He's the one with the big one.
I'm afraid I don't see any nice men.
Well, anyway, he's over there, and he said that they needed help, and they were looking for other friends, and there was a halfling and other people, and they were looking for a burnt book and some gloves, and they came from a pencil, and
Fucking this all kinds up, aren't you, boy?
they don't know how to navigate the jungle. Did I get that right?
That
Mostly.
much.
No.
I'm going to gesture for Frelinar and the others to come out.
Frelnar leaves. Yeah, he doesn't really get involved in this. He kind of like skedaddles up the tree and sits on the edge and just kind of goes, "Hey, cat." So I'm really not sure
Still confused?
what this is. Why am I not shooting them?
We can't kill everything.
I don't want to kill them. I just want to wound them so the Silverman will kill them.
The what?
The Serpent.
Look. Started out badly. Doesn't have to continue that way.
I agree.
Okay,
But-
can you recite again and all the additions that he missed?
How about this? We're gonna get our stuff,
Your stuff.
our food. We're gonna start a fire. We can chill.
Can I have your food? Just some of it.
Have some of our food.
Thank you.
Ralsine's the only armed person here, other than Cragnor, but Cragnor doesn't actually have any magic left today. So, we've been at this for a very long time. So we're gonna send Craven to get our stuff, and we'll be back. The male halfling kind of wanders off, long, greasy, dark hair. Just kind of disgusting looking, like really pale skin for somebody who's been in the jungle all the time. Doesn't look that like a pleasant person.
What was the human name?
Daddon.
Not even close to Aragorn.
It's closer to Udon Noodles.
There's Daddon, Adriana, Ralsine, Cragnor, and Craven
And the ferret.
in the fair. Who doesn't have?
one fur rope.
Which doesn't have a name, because she believes that if it knew its name, it would have told her already.
Oh god, not another one of those.
I call him Snuffle.
So they bring back their food, and they
my slave.
Ralsine, the orc is carrying like logs over to put next to this fire. He speaks only in Orc. Like, ever. In a dialect of Raikik. Like, he speaks in, like, the, like, Raikik and, like, Eastern Peninsula and desert dialect
That's
of
unfortunate,
Common.
but I don't know any Orc at all, so it's
But Daddon will speak to him in the dialect of human, like the dialect of Common, which is native to the eastern deserts. Daddon's the first one to sit down. He says, "Well, I kind of wish that Kragnar hadn't, just walked the fuck up on in your tent, but shit happens."
Oh, it's all chill now, apparently. We're all
I'm gonna go.
just set to hear what you need to know.
I mean, that's up to you. I mean, I can leave.
I'm gonna sit down next to
Well,
him
we already
and
went
wait for
through,
food.
or I'm sure you guys already went through the whole trouble of setting up a little camp here, so I can at least hear you out.
It's still going on. Like,
Yeah.
So, I think we should probably do this one at a time. We are a group of adventurers that aren't really together as a group. We have our own independent goals. We don't really have any pure mission at heart. We all met in Dea, that shithole with the mayor, McTwester, or whatever his name is. I don't really care. But we're all looking for our own independent things, and it's probably best that they explain it to them, because I don't really care what their goals are, but I will help them attain them.
fascinating.
Don't. All that matters to me is that I find my brother. He left from Bazan. It's B-A-Z-A-N, for those of you who haven't been to the deserts. He left to come here months ago looking for the Spine-Eye Gauntlets. They're said to be somewhere in one of these ruins. They have they're gauntlets that have tiger maws on them. They're supposed to be enchanted to help with grappling.
Alright.
But have you guys seen anybody that looks kind of like me? A little bit shorter. He's my younger brother.
What's they look like?
This guy has a shaved head, brown eyes, very tan skin,
Tattoos on his face.
tattoos on his face. He's like my brother. He looks like me, but he's got longer hair. His hair comes down to about his chin. You'll know him because he uses 2 daggers. When he bites, he prefers not to.
We've been rather preoccupied with snake men and nasty half-orcs.
That's my worry. So,
If he could have joined the pirates at Wasta, for all we know. There are quite a number of them.
really, pirates. I mean, any pirate that comes to Bazan, we just kill.
You don't want to kill these pirates. They're the only reason.
Ralsteen says something under his breath, and Daddon goes, "Oh yeah, he wants to kill a pirate. He wants to kill some guy named Alamascus.
Never heard of him.
He's looking for help."
Are you sure? I think I may have met him once.
Oh, have you? Where's he at?
No, that was Alastus.
I don't have a very good memory.
Oh, okay. I mean,
He's smart. He knows things. I just talk to people.
but yeah, apparently, this guy named Alamascus killed his dad or some shit.
I'm sure there are quite a many sons who wish to kill Ralseen for killing their fathers as well, given his proclivity.
Actually, no. We actually armed him ourselves. We met him at Dea. He had nothing to his name. He had come here on a rumor that Alamascus was even here. So we gave him some gear, and we gave him a really big stick. Just let him go.
I don't think you need to kill anybody when you're that size, weaponless.
I mean,
He doesn't look like he needs a weapon to kill anybody.
probably not, but it adds to the effect and it makes him more useful to us.
I think I can stroke halfway through it.
But yeah, that's what me and him are looking for. And I'll give you this: if you find him, you can keep the gauntlets. I don't care. I'm here to get my brother and go home.
How long has it been missing?
2 months.
That's a long time in the jungle.
Trust me. I know. I've been here for about 3 weeks, and I want to go home. Home is the desert, by the way, so you can just imagine how much hell I'm in. Adriana finally sits down as a ferret, running around her legs. She goes, people! Humans... thing... dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reach for the ferret and I say, snack.
No. This is my friend.
I was promised food. He looks
We're gonna cook in a minute.
I gave him a piece of jerky.
Ferret runs up her legs, rolls around, and comes out of her shirt. Like, lack of shirt, rather. So we're talking about the things we want, right?
So far, that's what everybody else has been doing.
Cool. Have you heard of, like, this... Okay, so... I'm a druid. Self-proclaimed. I actually don't have, like, a druid circle. Like, we don't... But I studied magic in Raikik. And I learned about the druids of, like, the north. Of, like, Stormer and Ain and all those, like, old magic, like, communities. And I was just like, I really want to be like them. So I started learning how to train animals, and now I'm looking for this
How to what?
train animals.
I thought you said how to penetrate animals. That's what I heard.
Well, we already know how to do that. We do it all the time. Sometimes they penetrate me.
Not a good enough reason to use the word penetrate.
Tim knew where he was going when he brought that up. Anyway, but
no, that's what I heard. And
so there's a tablet that has the ancient art of charm. It's an arcana, and I feel like it would be just super useful for not having to fight ever again. Like, wouldn't it be great if, like, you were coming at me and we could just have an honest talk-to-talk because you couldn't move?
No. That sounds not good.
I disagree, because then you have a big hammer. I saw it, and I'm not talking about what's in your pants. I mean the hammer you hit my friend with. And I don't want that, okay? I don't want that, and nobody wants that. We just need to stop fighting. We need to be super chill and excited about everything, us all the time, so we need this arcana.
How have you lived this long with all your other buddies?
I just helped them out. Like, I don't really condone what they do. She looks especially at Daddon. Especially him. He's kind of... But, yeah, I just help him out. Like, I cast, like, vines to tangle people and stuff, and I just kind of help him out.
I suspect much penetration was involved.
Penetrating vines. Good with that.
No, I meant how she got along with the rest of the party.
She is the only female in the group. Finally, the dwarf sits up, the clanking of his light mail, like the shimmer. As he sits down. About that witch.
Oh, yes, I forgot about him. He knows of some bottle that kills people, and he wants it.
What's wrong with this man?
Nothing that isn't even more wrong with your green friend.
Okay. Ralston is just kind of pacing around the camp. He's creepy. I think he's gonna kill me one day.
That'd be a shame.
But yeah, there's a vile witch. She killed my entire village. And yeah.
So you know she's a part of the around here in the forest or jungle?
She came this way to start some sort of cult.
What does she look like?
She's got red hair, green eyes, well, one green and one blue, pimply skin, long, gangly fingers. Usually wears like greens and blacks.
Nope. Haven't seen her. I feel like
And if we had seen her,
we would have hooked her up with Daddon.
Who's Daddon?
the grossest thing on earth.
You've been here for 3 weeks. Did you not see the orc in Daddon?
We didn't go near him.
We did.
Well, one of us did, and then that kind of forced everybody else to meet him.
Well, what happened? I mean, now Daddon's like, honestly, he's leaning forward, like, what? We were told not to go. Like, we were explicitly told nobody goes near that guy.
We were taking advantage of him.
Ever seen a giant beast tear something small apart and you just can't look away? That's kind of what this mess is. This half-orc is. It's just such a gross, vile thing, and just you can't look away.
He's a full-blood orc.
He is a full-blown.
Is he a full-blown? I kept on thinking he was a half.
He's a worshipper of Peshnicker.
He looks at Craig and Lauren goes, "Is that the witch?" He goes, "No. Witch is female. Thick."
He worships Peshnicker. Peshnicker.
We're gonna learn you one day, boy. One day.
If you write it out fucking phonetically, I'll get it.
Okay, I will.
Instead of changing the spelling between the 2 games it's appeared in.
It's not changed. Whatever.
Fantasy names.
That there smelly god with the puke green color, not the nice green color.
I'm sure it sounds like something the witch would follow.
I've said it once correctly.
You know what?
at least.
Yeah, when we first heard it, however many weeks ago.
So that's 3 people. 4 people. Ralphine wants to murder the dude. And then there's the aptly named Craven who didn't even show up. The greasy haired halfling.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and take our break. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to take our break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Lacey, will you take us out? And we're back, guys. So welcome back to the Jungles of Pesh. We're just left for break. We're back now. You're welcome. So you guys are sitting around a campfire. Craven is actually sitting next to him, whispering
Sweet nothing.
sweet nothings into his ear. Not really whispering, sort of like talking to him personally to him.
We also have our own goals.
Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, sure, we'll help you out,
Cool.
says Daddon.
It's like, why else would anybody be out here anyway?
Well,
You have shit you want to do too? I thought you were just out here walking around.
Yeah, we're having a great old time.
well, we don't have to look for your brother if you're going to be like that.
What is it you're looking for?
Food.
Right now we're looking for the temple. We're looking for a very old temple.
And
Okay.
we
To
actually
the
know
west.
where it is, yeah.
We know the
Well,
direction.
being that it's across the river, right? That's where you all said you're going. We haven't been across the river.
So you've been on this side of the river for almost a month.
You walked all the way down here. That sounds tiresome.
It was.
So you wandered around this side for a month, didn't find anything. I think it's time, perhaps you just follow us to the other side of the river.
A little further down, there might be a settlement near the mountains.
Well, I mean, yeah. So what is it you guys are looking for? The temple, I mean, we don't know where the temple's at. We've never been over there.
Well,
He's cursed with hunger. That's why you gotta understand, that's why he's always begging for food. That's just our little problem.
Doesn't look like a very little problem to me.
I'm sure you deal with a much
I
larger.
call that a raw scene size problem.
Well, at least we can keep them from eating the little ferrets, so it's manageable right now. So we have that problem, and then I'm just looking for trinkets and whatnot. And
I mean, I don't really know of any trinkets other than this. And he hands you a map. He goes, "We found that on some dead guys we came across. It's a map. It says it's a map to the abandoned port of Fogboat.
Fogboot.
Why?
Do you not want to keep it?
No, it's north of here, and we're not really. We're trying to like it's right. It's all in between the jungle and the desert, so we're not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like there's anything there for us.
We will go north eventually.
Yeah, we'll just keep that.
There's a
Fine.
nice
Thanks.
pirate that wanted to take us north.
Northwest.
We're both
Northeast.
Which is north. Ish.
Also, brother, we don't know pirates.
Yes, we
Must be
do.
the
We just
same.
don't know anything about them. Other than that, they run the town.
Craven goes, "I don't know any pirates either."
Fascinating. What are you doing out here?
Oh, you know, I'm looking for a quick penny. I'm just trying to
This
make
is
some
the
money.
worst possible place in the entire world.
Well, I was told there were some ruins with some gold out here, man, and you know.
There are ruins
There are many ruins.
filled with cursed daggers, filled with madmen who want them, filled with religious fanatics who will cut you to pieces to get them.
I'm pretty good with a knife.
Also, a lot of doors.
Lots of doors.
So many doors. You won't be able to turn them.
And centipedes that are.
Did you break on through the other side?
No, they all open without much. It's a good song. I'll throw that.
Just out of nowhere, you know. Context. Let's
What was context to that?
not in this world.
But Craven goes, he's like, "Yeah, I'm just here to make a quick penny, and if these guys will lead me to a ruin where there's a quick penny to be made, then I'll make it." Isn't that right over there, buddy?
Right. So it might be beneficial for our parties to team up.
At least
Craven goes, "You know what? I think that's a clever idea. I think we should do that."
Probably that does not sound like you. You do not like people, and these are people.
I like people that can help me out.
Help you with what?
I help you.
Yes. You've also been eating things that are either not dead enough or far too dead.
I don't think they can help us with our current problem.
Well, why not? We're heading into a temple with a pissed off god and a lot of unhappy Serpentfolk. I say the more.
How about this? Let's make camp together, and we can discuss this more in the morning. It's very late.
yes, we've barely had any sleep until I'll shift over this.
I'll take the first watch. I'll make sure Ral seems asleep. Who else wants to take it with me? Because I'm sure you're going to want somebody from your side awake as well.
Who's taking watch?
Erdogan.
I want to
The
talk
tattoo guy?
Or
I
can
gotta write down these names.
I'd like to talk to Prevalor.
Anytime.
Seems like they want to join us. Are you comfortable with that?
He's like, "I'm only taking you guys as far as the village, the town. It's not my village, but the town."
And then you're going your own way to the temple. And we'll meet you there.
Oh no, my village, yes. Because I'm going to meet you there. I'm going to tell you how to get there. I'll meet you there.
Alright.
So ultimately, it's up to you.
Well, we need all the help we can get at the temple. You've met Daddon.
What's the orc's name?
Ralseen.
Spell it?
Ralsein. Might be E-I-E-N.
just write it out phonetically.
And the female halfling's name?
Adriana.
Like really.
And the dwarf.
Cragnor.
It's a much better dwarf name than some of the others we've heard.
So, yeah.
So who's taking watch?
Erdogan. Unless you
That's
have,
it? I thought you said 2 people.
yeah, one from us and one from you guys.
Oh, I see.
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Don't actually. I can stay up. You need your sleep to replenish your.
Oh, and we're gonna take shorter watches and rotate
I
out.
only need a short rest to replenish what I've used so far.
Okay.
So Craven comes to you and goes, he's like, hey, you over there, space. Craven comes to you and he goes, I'm gonna take last watch.
I have an idea. Were it to aid you, would you cut me in?
Yeah, of course.
This is all private, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how I'm saying. Just, do they all have like separate tents, or just
These
sort
guys
of-
do.
They have separate tents. Okay.
Ralston doesn't really have a tent. He just kind of sleeps out on the ground.
That one just kind of slips out on the ground. Okay.
Paper rose. He nests like a dog and sleeps. He's a filthy animal.
I will take last watch with you, and we'll talk to them.
So, first watch. Goes by absolutely uneventful. You go through, Daddon looks at you, you look at him, he looks at you. He goes, have you ever killed a man?
It's a fine man.
Like, a man. Like, one of us. Like, something other than a Serpentfolk. Let me go further into detail. Have you ever killed a man who didn't attack you? Okay. Just making conversation.
Ever seen the life of a man just leave his eyes?
Back where I'm from, we do it for fun in the royal family.
Keek sounds like an unhappy man.
I'm from Bazan. Thank you.
More unhappy.
Raikik's actually, it's pretty bustling. It's got a lot of parties. It's got 2 mage colleges, some pyramids, cool stuff. The only known remaining, call it pharaohs. We call them the princes. But they have a pharaoh, and then they have a council of leaders, about 20 of them. Raikik's a weird place. We only have a monarchy, in which me and my brother are descendants of. And before my father dies, I want to find my brother. Why? To take him home.
Younger brother?
No, that's trying to make conversation. Alright, well, I'm gonna go wake up, Adriana. And start the next watch. Sound good to you?
Perfectly fine.
So he walks over and kind of like pushes her.
A poke shove.
Great. Greatest pair up ever. So these two go to sleep, and Adriana's sitting. You're sitting. I'm assuming like you guys come to like where the logs were set up.
Yeah.
So you go over there and you sit down, and she like almost sprints up and sits down on the log and kicks her legs. So, how's it going?
I'm well. Thank you.
You don't talk much.
Words confuse me, and you speak quickly.
Does it help when I talk like this?
Somewhat.
I'm not gonna do that.
Gotta speak like whale.
So, what brings you to these parts?
A boat.
This conversation's gonna go great.
How do you get here?
She just kind of puts her hand on your thigh and goes, I thought about it.
I've never tamed a retarded animal before, but
She goes, You know, I was thinking there for a minute. I was just gonna get completely plowed, but can't do it. This is all right. That is empty.
I don't understand.
It's okay. You don't have to understand. Just shh. She puts her finger in your mouth.
Where is your ferret?
You should have named her Jenny. John Knight.
The ferret comes around the thing, and it's like playing around.
I like your ferret.
I like him too. That's why he's over there.
It is energetic, and it makes me happy.
And you want to eat him, and we're not doing it.
I'm very hungry, but if you tell me not to eat him, then I will not eat him.
Good. Don't eat him.
Okay.
A couple more hours pass, and she's just like, every time you go, shh. You're like, I'm gonna shh. So the third watch, because there's 4 watches. She goes to poke Kragnor.
I wake Bert. I just nudge him with my boot lightly.
2 dwarfs.
The dwarf man is taking watch.
I imagine the conversation is going to devolve even further from here. It's just going to be... Beards. In the morning, we're going to be like, how was your watch? Great. We had the best conversation. This guy's awesome.
So by the time he goes and gets you up, Kragnor's already sitting up against the log. He's not even like sitting on it. He's just kind of like.
So I sit exactly opposite from facing the other direction.
This is bullshit. So he's like, I hate this place.
Yeah, it's not that great either.
I had a nice business in the mountains of Stormer. A good one. What the fuck happened? Why am I here? Why are you here?
I'm here for adventure.
Why does this place exist? What god created this place and went, this place?
This is going to be a very one-sided conversation of somebody crying,
And just bitching.
bitching. And me, like at work, yeah, it sucks, huh? Yeah.
I know exactly how this works because I worked with him.
So I basically just agree with everything he's saying. Yeah, it sucks, don't it? Yeah, no gods here. Yeah.
So as you're going, yeah, he goes, you're gay, right?
I only listen enough so that GM can't bullshit stuff like that.
He waits for your answer. You're gay, right?
That's the only reason I didn't want to be awake with the halfling is because my character probably would be just fine plowing a little halfling, but when you're controlling the little halfling, you would make it weird.
I would have just
Panned it out. Okay.
It gets immediately weird. It would have been like, and you guys do the deal. That's it.
You say that now, but you would do something weird.
Nope, I wouldn't.
It has all the fun of mating with a badger without the tiny claw marks.
So,
I mean, it wasn't that weird when he just like sent me to an orgy.
So he goes,
saying.
well, it's time to go wake up that fucking Weasley bastard. I'm gonna go eat Craven.
Who's left? Oh yeah. That one in a hurry. The one that does the least amount of shivving. Shiv.
When you get to Craven, it looks like he's already been up all night.
As have I.
He's just like sitting there, just watching.
Okay. So are we like definitely alone?
So do we have to not remember anything that's said right now?
No, just in character. Remember what you know.
So, okay. Almascus hired you, or are you one of his?
I'm one of his.
Okay. Can you assure me he'll give a fair cut if I do this for him?
Yeah. He'll probably give me the cut, and I will share it with you.
Fair enough. The rest of your group, how tight in are you?
I mean, we're a loose group of adventurers who came together for different goals. So,
How attached are your other party members to Rossi?
he's our protector. He's our enforcer. So what I propose we do is that if we're going to do this, you and I, we need to do it while everybody's asleep, and then your group needs to leave.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking too. If we were to go for full-on, blunt force, I assume they're going to protect him at least out of obligation. If they were to find out afterwards that the deed is done, how broken up are they going to be?
Pretty upset, and they're going to look for the murderer. Which, of course, I'm going to pin on you guys.
So, I'm thinking some sort of accident.
Or we can just kill him in his sleep, and you guys can leave.
Right. In an accident. Just to cover all our bases.
Looking at the camera.
Let's see. You think we should just go for the old stab and run?
He's very peaceful when he sleeps.
Alright, and then you'll, I assume, blame us. Not me in particular, but our group. And that way you'll be off scot-free, and once we get back to town...
Once we meet in the town together, I will give you your cut.
Okay. Can you at least try to get them off our trail?
Oh, once I get to Wasta, I'm leaving them entirely.
Okay.
My deed here with them will be done.
Fair enough. Where is he?
He's over there. You can't miss him. He's the big lump on the ground breathing.
Is he, does he have any blankets or anything?
No, he just sleeps, and that's him right there.
Making sure, again, no one's around, awake, watching, anything like that, and I'll just very
So you and him both
calmly, quietly...
you and him both get an automatic lethal and mighty run.
Okay.
So you're gonna need these.
What's mighty?
It's 1d6.
Plus lethal now.
Yep.
And it's all penetrating damage.
13.
13 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
So from the
specifically going for his
Yeah.
throat, so that
from the damage he sustained earlier and this damage, he gurgles.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Now it's best that you and your friends leave before they wake up.
yeah, I'm gonna go. Is it getting towards dawn? Okay.
I'm going to fall asleep.
Okay. Just don't forget your promise.
Yep.
Um,
Pirate's word is his law, or some other bullshit.
don't you think it'll be a tad bit suspicious if you just fall asleep?
Well, I fell asleep, and while I fell asleep, you guys attacked him for the transgressions against your brother. I have this lie planned out, trust me.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna go around and very. Tim's just like, what the fuck? I'm gonna go around and very quietly wake people and be like, we need to go.
Why?
Why?
Because the rest of the party's up.
No. I'll explain later, just come with me now and keep quiet.
Where are we going?
We're going the way we were before, back to town. We need to leave now.
But what about the featherhead?
He's coming.
He's part of the...
What about the nice small girl in your ferret? I like her. She was nice to me.
Perhaps we'll meet up later, but we need to leave now.
Okay.
Brother stands up and he goes, whatever.
So are we going to meet them in town? What's going on?
Ralsine is dead.
Pardon?
The orc
Yeah.
is dead. And I have a feeling if they wake up and find him as such, we're going to be one.
What happened?
Why is he dead? How do you know he's dead? Why aren't the others awake?
It was the subtle signs. He wasn't breathing very heavily. He didn't move when I shook him. And
Why are you
there was a
trying to
message
wake up
spelled
the-
out in his blood. He was dead, trust me.
Can I take his big pole?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Did you find out he was dead?
Brother starts walking. He's like, I don't have time
I
for
was
this.
on watch. I got bored. Went to take a piss. When I came back, I passed his body. He was covered in blood. I was not about to report that to the halfling when.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
You're a shitty watch person. Where's the other person that was watching with you?
He stayed on watch. I said that I had to go take a piss.
I'm gonna follow
I did.
Felidar.
When I came back, I
We're
found the body
walking
along the
away
way,
as he's still trying to explain himself.
and I figured if I I'm walking with him.
Yeah.
I figured if I came back and said, "Hey, I'm back from taking my piss, and by the way, your guy is dead."
Why did you go piss?
No, I did piss. But if I tell him I went to go piss and I conveniently found your friend dead, I figured he would just blame me, say that I killed him for shoving my face in the mud, and wake the rest of our party, and they have us outnumbered. And for all we know,
Because
I'm
that would be
lost.
pretty petty. Okay, so I guess we should fucking book it quickly.
But I want to say goodbye.
Listen, if we're not going to get the chance to say goodbye.
We just had our first defining character moment, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't care. We just had our first character moment.
By the way, obviously you guys as players know what I did. I can make a deception roll if anyone's going
I
to
would
try.
prefer-
That's
No?
No.
They know what they know,
Alright.
and you know what you know.
I know that I trust my brother, and if he says that we need to leave, he obviously has our best interest in mind.
There's a lot of things in the
Anything
jungle.
else.
I don't immediately assume he's a
Psychopath.
I have serious misgivings, but we have.
My brother has
His-
our best interest in mind.
His
as a group.
concerns that they would turn on us, believing we killed him, are true.
So right now, getting out of here is just the best option.
Yeah.
The best lies are told with bits of truth.
Did you say that?
No, out of character.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Why don't we stay in here?
because if they wake up and find him dead, they are going to assume one of us did. What I didn't tell you is that they'd be right. But they
All
that
right,
is
so-
the danger.
You guys get to the Elven village.
Luckily, they don't know how to navigate.
You guys get to the Elven village. And from here, it's really kind of like up to you guys what you do. He takes out El's map and he goes, circles an area. He goes, it's that way. It's really far through a lot of jungle, but I'll meet you there. I have to go get my bow.
Did he not have his bow with him?
Not mine though. There's a very special bow.
Imagine our adventuring packs have some sort of
Pirate that's still there with the canoe.
It's been like 2 days.
How the hell do we get back across?
Fronar goes, well, you have two options. There's a bridge from one tree to the other to the south. And then to the north, there's a lone raft, which we elves use at times. It's kind of like a piece of driftwood attached to other pieces of driftwood.
Where's the bridge?
A little while down the river.
Which direction?
South.
South.
What would be the quickest way to get across the river?
Probably the bridge. Because the raft is very unwieldy.
I say we go north.
I already nearly fell off one boat already. Now
Right,
you
that's
want me to
my
get
point.
on an unboat?
We successfully navigated our way here on the SS Septic Tank. Why don't we take?
Solstice
I mean,
practice.
whatever.
No, I am not getting on a piece of driftwood after nearly being flung off a shit pile of the boat.
At least this boat you'll want to get back on. If you're flying.
But the bridge is quicker, supposedly, so we'll just do the bridge.
This must be a massive bridge. Fucking massive river.
I mean,
Unless
if you
there was
fall
like
off
a
the
sandbar
boat,
in
at
the
least you'll
middle
fall
and
in
they
the water
were
and
able
you
to
can get
easily
back
go
on.
on.
It's two massive ass trees with a like
Like a rope
You
bridge.
said
rope
it-
bridge.
you said it's 6 miles across.
It's a very sophisticated.
With as many Serpentfolk are in these this jungle, I don't like the idea of crossing a really, really long rope bridge that may be rotting for all we know.
We don't even know what's in this river.
I can imagine.
a black piece of driftwood travels down the river.
Spoiler, it's not really
You
good
saw
for
that
us.
snapping turtle thing, that nearly the crabkin thing.
I don't remember. I don't recall that.
We'll put it to a boat then.
Bridge.
Bridge.
Boat?
boat.
Then you can take the boat, we'll take the bridge.
I
We'll
don't
get
think
there
that's a
before
good
you.
idea.
Bridge. Probably not good. Because I don't know what to do here, but
Bridge it is.
Fuck, I forget you count.
I'm still here.
Alright, let's take the bridge.
I'm not going with you, but
Chop, chop. Wait. You're not going with, but you get a
He-
boat?
Yes, he breaks the tie.
Okay. We'll take the bridge, but chop. Let's go.
okay. So
We just follow the riverbank.
you can't miss it. So you come around like
For how
edge of-
long you should be, we better not be able to
No.
miss it.
It is a very intricate manner of like hemp rope and vines attached to these two massive ass trees on either side of the river. You can see the other one just from how big it is.
That's not normal.
I've got nothing better to do than make trees grow.
It's a fucking 6 mile wide river. You can't cross that with ropes. That's not normal.
Don't add
Those trees.
mechanical engineering
That's
to
not
this.
normal. This rope, that can't be normal.
It's
It's a magic.
It's
rope.
called magic, yo.
I didn't learn the rope arcana.
So as you get close to the trees, you actually see that they do have like leaf and vine pattern runes on them.
Now you know it works. Because magic always works in this world.
Not always. Sometimes bad things. So there's actually like branches, not perfectly like steps, but you can kind of like jump from branch to branch, and they're about yay wide. Taking your time, you can do it.
Take
Take
it.
your time.
Brother, you go first since you're the heaviest.
That way, when you fall on your death, we just know we're not going to do it. It's an ambiguous NPC.
Okay.
Ideally,
I jump onto the first branch.
You can, if you take your time, you can just.
I'm just gonna keep going.
okay.
Just keep jumping.
You guys get to a platform made of wood, like this branch is roughly about the size of this table, wide, but it goes out to where the bridge starts.
Walk along.
So you're gonna be the first one to go across?
Sure.
You get about halfway, and you can hear drums behind you.
Like from the
I
side.
assume
that
we're
we came
following
from.
them directly.
All of you on the bridge?
Are we supposed to go one at a time?
I was.
I'm
We're not
going
going to
a
let him
couple-
get halfway before we even get on.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
I'm
guys
going
are
a
all-
couple branches behind him.
Okay. So, yes. You guys. 17, 18, 6. Good job, Kolvik. 14. You guys are on this rickety bridge, and behind you can hear the sound of drum beats. You recognize these drum beats as the sound of the Serpentfolk.
On the elf side, take it around.
I suspect there's quite a number of tribes.
Yes.
So does Adriana. Clarissa.
Hello.
I look
Why
forward to
are
the
all
meeting.
the female halflings?
Because apparently that's a racial trait.
Randall has a midget fetish.
Anyway, so acting first
I want to
is
know if the big people
damn.
tension.
Burnt.
Well, let's see, 12. Do I need to keep track of moment or stunts?
Sure.
5 on the stunt die.
Wait, what are we doing?
We're doing one of those instances where we roll and keep our stunt die.
we're just running across the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was your
17.
17? Okay, so you're making acrobatics checks to
Oh.
not have your foot stuck in the bridge as you try to run across.
Acrobatics is what?
Huh?
What kind of
Do we are
Dexterity.
dexterity?
My bad. Actually, Shiv, you went first.
I went
Well,
first.
that'd be 20
on
with
the
my-
bridge.
Well, this is reaction to the drums.
Oh.
It would be 20 then if I had my step.
So you hear these drums behind you. How do you react?
I'm gonna shout ahead. Hey, Shove, pick up the pace. I hear a war band coming.
You're just gonna move your normal pace.
I'm gonna move as quick as I can behind him.
I'm
Well,
I'm gonna pick
Not
up
as
the
quick
pace.
as I can, but at a hustle.
I'm gonna go fast enough that he doesn't,
Okay.
catch up to me or run into me.
After Shiv and Bert goes Shove.
Dexterity, acrobatics.
Yep.
Stunt die is a 1,
Okay.
and the whole roll together is a massive 7.
So you gotta take a couple steps, and your third step in, you actually move your ankle to the side and get your foot jammed down inside in between the two slats of the bridge. The whole bridge kind of shifts a moment.
Brother, I'm stuck.
Help me. And then finally, Kolk,
Right in the back then.
probably. You also, as you go to move more quickly, so it depends. Are you trying to move more quickly? Because you don't have to roll if you're just moving your normal pace.
I'm moving my normal pace.
Then you don't have to roll. You just take your normal steps.
Okay.
The rolls is for people who are like, fuck, there's drums behind us.
Well, I don't see them yet, so I'm not going to start panicking yet.
Okay.
Fear is the enemy of the mind. Some call it.
The mind killer.
Okay. Back at the top of the round with Shiv.
Okay. What would I need to do to help him get his foot out?
Just assist him in his next turn. I'll allow you to give him 1d6.
Okay, I'll do that.
So are you just continuing roll?
He's coming up to help you.
Bert.
Still running.
Look at those stubby legs
Look
go.
at it.
Because I'm short, I'm more stable.
It's beard watch.
5 on the stunt. 15.
You good.
That's much better.
Dang.
Okay, 5 on the stunt die, and a total roll of 19.
Did you help?
That's with the one die he gave it to me.
Cool. So yeah, he kind of lifts you up and you turn your ankle and start moving. It does take a little bit of your movement to get out of the hold, but you still have another 5.5 miles to go.
Okay. Can I stunt?
Yeah.
I'll just use advantageous positioning 5 times.
Okay.
So
Gone.
I'm taking the branches 2 per stride. Just leaping.
Okay. Followed by Kolvik.
I'll look back over my shoulder.
You still hear him, but you don't see anything.
I'll keep going at my normal pace.
Okay.
Just put one foot and don't look back again.
So the drums are much closer now. Is anybody looking backwards?
I'd probably keep looking.
There is a gnomish man with a drum walking up behind the bridge.
I wish I had archery.
He's just walking.
I thought we recognized the drums.
You do. He's playing them in the same way.
Okay.
He's playing them as Snake Men play them. Because he's a cunt.
No, because he's trying to survive.
Oh, just going around the jungle, I'm a bunch of snake men. I'm a bunch of snake men.
He's very smart.
Hoping that another tribe was like, oh, sounds like our neighbors. Let's go meet them.
No, something like, oh, somebody over there's doing a sacrifice. No need to bother them. Just walking along the bridge, doing his thing.
Oh, he's coming along the bridge.
Yeah.
I'll wait for him.
Just let me panic, thanks.
So he gets to you and he stops about a good 3 yards away and goes, this is a one-person wide bridge. I'd like to go through.
I'm on my way too. I just wondering what you're doing there.
Playing the drums.
Yeah.
The song of their people.
Give some people a fright, you know.
Tough? It keeps me alive.
You know what keeps me alive? Not getting eaten by tigers.
I don't see any. You know what also keeps you alive? Some crazy man not cutting the bridge.
The bridge you're on.
I said crazy man.
This is the third time we've met. You didn't see us the second time. But we were there.
I don't think you're thinking of who this...
Isn't this Talk?
No.
No. He was a halfling.
No, he was a
No,
gnome.
I think
Oh, he
said
wasn't.
no.
Talks a gnome, but this guy is
This is
much
not-
more better dressed. He looks
Oh.
like he's an adventurer.
Well, aren't you just racist?
Wow.
Yeah, there's been one fucking gnome in the whole place.
It's okay, because he's happy.
Yeah, he was your father.
Okay, let's try this again.
Different man.
He was a...
Let's try this again.
Nobody bothered to say, does this look like Talk?
This NPC is now Talk. Talk wears multiple disguises. Talk is actually a master of disguise. Every gnome you meet from now on will be Talk. Good job.
Talk has a pink beard, just like...
Good job, Daniel. You've created a new thing for this NPC.
That's not.
Anyway, go on.
Okay, let's try again. Can I see that it is not Talk while he's walking on the bridge?
Yes.
Then I will keep fucking walking.
It's all of the assumption it was Talk.
Who else would it be? A fucking agitated
I don't
little
know.
gnome.
It's the 5th session and he's appeared in 2 of them already.
It's true. An agitated gnome with a knack for survival.
A lunatic gnome wandering through the woods with Serpentfolk drums. Who the fuck else would it be?
It's actually not Serpentfolk drums. It's just a drum, and he knows the beat.
I'm
Yeah,
walking.
well, it sounds
I'm
like
walking
a
on the
fucking...
bridge.
That's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah.
So yes, that's why we assume... It doesn't have to be a Serpent Man drum. Anyway, it's not Talk. It's just some other crazy...
You know
gnome.
what? I feel like I got that, and I feel like it's time to move on. Like I'm moving on the bridge.
Alright. So, you guys make it across the bridge. It's actually much quicker to go across the bridge than you thought, because there's no fucking jungle.
Amazing.
And as you go along the bank of the river, it's actually quicker to get to Wasta.
Can we wait at the other end for the gnome?
Sure.
Just ask him, does that actually work?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's not like he's gonna get off somewhere in the middle of the bridge. Just take a detour.
Just, I'm gonna pop the boat
There's a
and it
fork in
floats
the
down the
bridge.
river.
He's like, well, this is where I get off. Poor Daniel. Everyone's just,
Fuck you.
people at home are making fun of him at this point. Yeah, the gnome goes, yeah, so the way it works is like, they have different beats. So they have their war beat, which means if they're charging a certain direction, which means if you're going in that direction, you ought not to be. They have their sacrifice beat, which means that they're doing something for the god Lilio, and they have all the people required for that ritual, leave them the fuck alone. And then their last beat is the hunger beat. It's the we are going to eat people that we've captured. Come and eat with us.
so this has actually worked. You've been successfully avoiding the Serpentfolk using their drum beats.
For the most part, I mean, every now and then one or two comes around and gets a little, what's going on over here?
Curious.
What beat was that?
This is the ritual beat.
Where'd you get the drum?
Oh, I have it. I just carry it around.
You look a little nicely dressed to be out there.
Could you teach me those beats? The different beats?
I suppose I could.
Is this gnome's name Dre?
Hmm?
No. Keep going.
Are you
Continue.
a purveyor of music?
Oh, yeah, I'm very good with music. I actually have a lute in Wasta. I live in Wasta. I have a lute.
What's your name?
Oak.
Oh, who's laughing now, asshole?
I have a name. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Cut.
No. This is.
Oh my god. Shiv, shove, and tick and talk.
I'm missing a brother. He's been lost in the jungle for
I lost him at
many years.
His name is Bart.
Hold on, I gotta get to my notes.
My name is Thing One. This is my twin brother,
Thing-
Slagathor the Unlamenting.
See what you there.
He's a cop.
Hold on.
He suffers from retard disease.
His name is Cillin. That's C-I-L-L-I-N. Cillin.
What were you doing out there if you're from Wasta?
Oh, I came from the, goddamn.
Yep.
I came from Kedzo, the other village to the north.
I've never heard of it.
Now we know there's another village up to the north.
Between Daya and the Elf Village.
Do you just have a text file of bullshit names
Yes.
that you can pull from?
Yes, I do. It's actually 24 times 3 is 72 miles to the north. I've been traveling quite a while to come from Kedzo to Wasta back home. But given that I'm small and I can hide in trees, inside of holes in trees, and I use my drum to get around, I really haven't had that many issues.
You care to walk with us the rest of the way back to Wasta?
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you want me to?
Sure, not
That would be
something else.
wonderful.
Just, do you normally stop before Wasta so the town guard is like, oh, it's just...
They have a ballista, so yes.
Yeah.
We had noticed that. A sign, even.
So he does guide you guys to Wasta, and he stops shortly before, and he actually pulls out a pan flute, and he plays very loudly one note before coming out from behind the foliage.
You got a system.
Yes.
How many instruments do you have?
On me, 3.
The drum.
2 instruments of music.
The pan flute.
1 instrument of love.
And
He said that. Now, thank you.
2 instruments of music and 1 instrument of love.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a good
I'm
album
not
cover.
interested in learning how to play the skin flute, but
I'm sure I could teach you.
that's okay. Thank you.
But I'd have to charge.
Would you mind teaching me how to play another instrument?
Which one are you looking to learn?
Bullshit roll to tell me what my options are?
You have an instrument on you.
You have a lyre.
I mean, that's what you are, and you have one.
Out of game, the lyre wasn't the one I was thinking of ending up with. How about some kind of wind instrument like that pan flute?
Sure. I mean, you can come by my store later, and I can give you a flute or
You have a store?
some bagpipes. Yes.
What do you
Why
sell?
would I possibly want to learn an instrument I already
I sell musical instruments. The quarter note. It's the name of my store.
I think of every hype joke I've ever heard, and I say nothing.
FYI, does he teach me the different beats on the way to
Yeah.
town? Okay.
You can't use them without a drum, but
Yeah, good point.
I would write that down.
You know.
Get in.
At least maybe you can tell us
Well,
what
we can
direction
use
they're coming
spells.
from, or what direction they're going.
Write down that they all have a target number 13 performance to do.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly which focus that is or what stat that
These are
is.
spells.
Probably communication.
Yep, performance. Thank you.
Performance communication.
Communication performance. He takes you guys to Wasta. He's like, yeah, I own the quarter note.
So it's a what? A target number of
13. 13 for the so the one that draws them in because they're hungry. The hungering beat is 13.
okay.
The war beat is 11, and the go the fuck away beat,
So the hungry beat is drawn in.
yeah, that draws them in. The war beat gets them moving in the same direction that you are. So it still kind of draws them in, but in a very pointed means. And then the go the fuck away ritual beat is a target number of 15.
That one's 15.
I'm no music player. I can't keep a beat. Especially because, Tim, you specialize more in communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Not me.
But yeah, anytime you guys want to come by my shop, you're more than welcome to.
Are you becoming a rogue bard?
Yeah, head in that direction.
I made a specialization for level 4.
Do you have that fully made now? Okay, cool.
So, what would you guys like to do while you're in town?
Stock up on supplies.
This is the place
And
with
your
the pirates and the tiefling woman.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just
What's the
move?
name of it?
Right. Can we-
Wasta?
Wasta.
I just want to pick
How
up.
do you spell it?
Wasta.
I want to pick up some antitoxins
Okay.
because Serpentfolk are horrible people.
Well, I still got 3 antitoxin. I healing salve and 1 sticky fire.
I would love to just keep moving on.
Well,
we need to get to that temple.
we're gonna go shopping and keep moving. We're not gonna stay.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think serendipity here to see it right now.
Actually, when you guys come to the town, there's something going on at the House of Furs. Serendipity is outside talking to Alicia, the owner. They seem to be in a heated discussion, and Silas is standing outside of his store, kind of watching, mildly concerned.
The Serpentfolk?
Yeah, it looks like the House of Furs has been ransacked by something big. So
Let's go
Not
check
just
it out.
something.
We'll listen in, I guess.
I'll walk up and say.
no, my bad. So the general store has been ransacked by something big, but they're having a heated discussion over the House of Furs. I'm sorry, it's my bad.
So I'll walk up to the nearest person involved and say what's going on.
So which side?
I guess Silas.
He looks at you and goes, big man walks through store. Take everything.
You were robbed.
He shows you the place where his door used to be.
Why is this jungle full of giant people?
You say big man, bigger than my brother?
Much bigger.
Green skin? Pink skin?
Gray? Grayish?
Ogre?
Was he an
Yeah.
ogre?
Yeah.
Did he smell horrible? As if he traveled with people who smelled horrible?
There was a whiff of horribleness, yes.
I can guess who it was.
Did he have anybody with him?
No, but he met up with a halfling woman further down the road who came from the House of Furs.
Sounds like,
I think we need to go talk to Serendipity.
yeah, good idea.
If only-
Wait, what did they take?
They took knives, some food, took some salt, some ground silver, took some bat droppings.
Can I do arcane lore to see if
Sure.
I know what those are used for?
Yeah, I'll immediately look at our residential mage.
How long ago did this happen?
Something this morning.
21.
Okay, so we're not very far behind them.
Did
This
you
might.
21.
Okay. You know that these are used in rituals for contacting other planes.
Did the halfling have anything from the House of Furs?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
Once you talk to
We'll go over to talk to Serendipity.
Silas goes, the ogre went east.
I can imagine where he's
No.
going.
Hold on.
No, it would be.
He went southeast. The ogre went southeast.
What is that in the direction of?
the temple.
Of Alilia?
Yeah.
Okay. Which is where we knew they were headed.
Yeah.
But the girl didn't go the same direction.
Where did she go?
She went northeast.
What's in that direction? Don't know.
So you guys are going to talk to Serendipity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Serendipity lets you guys know that she's like, you need to find that Clarissa girl. You need to find her sometime soon. She attempted to arson this building, which is my primary source of tax income. I will have you know. And I will not stand for this.
She tried to burn it down.
Yes.
People inside?
Yes.
What would be
That's
the
not
point
arson,
of
that's
that?
attempted murder.
What?
What's the point of that?
For a point of what?
Throwing the building down.
Apparently she used to work for Alicia and she didn't like the way she was treated.
Is anybody hurt?
Not that I'm aware of. I'm more worried about my money at the moment. Because now we have to fix this. Alright? I don't have time for this. I want you to find her and I want you to bring her back here and bring her into custody. She went somewhere, fuck all if I know.
She didn't steal anything, did she?
No.
Do we think maybe this was just used as a distraction and it's just convenient that she liked sticking it to her former boss?
She was with Daddon and the ogre when we left the room.
I hate people being off dead on. It's such a filthy.
Well, you saw what happened over there, right?
Did
No, I
anyone
actually didn't see it.
With
but-
Silas, an ogre broke in and stole a bunch of shit.
I missed that.
Our
Everyone
tax
was
money.
probably
I can say
close.
this. My tax money. Good work, huh? You have a ballista and guards, and you miss
We
an
keep you
ogre.
protected from the inside, okay?
Did anyone see Daddon anywhere?
No. We would have smelled him first.
I guess your pirates are grand defense, aren't they?
No, they're not our defense crew. They're here to help us make money.
Maybe we should hire one.
I'll think about that. I think I'm looking at prime suspects for being a defense crew.
We're going after Daddon.
Okay. So you're not going to go find.
Probably going to meet with him.
Okay.
This really doesn't change our...
We have to fix him.
Yeah.
This doesn't change our plan.
Keeping
We're
Daddon
just-
from awakening a great evil is a little bit more important than catching an arsonist at the moment.
I mean, we'll get her.
You can just tell the ballista crew if you see her, lob a few at her.
We know which way the ogre
That'll be justice
dress, and we know that's where Daddon is heading. She might not be heading there directly, but if we get Drex and or Daddon, we can get all of them. But first things first, we need to get to that temple. Fortunately, methinks he has a plan for getting past the armies of Serpentfolk.
Somebody beat a decoy?
No,
No.
I was more thinking of communicating musically.
Yeah. Decoy. I'm
I'm
over
not,
here, guys.
I'm not going in as bait. I'm going to distract them.
So-
use them.
Silas will tell you that the temple, because he's been there, isn't southeast, it's due east. Straight east.
Well, maybe they don't know exactly how to get there, so we have time to beat them to it.
Well, if they spent their time ransacking places, we don't have as big a gap between us as we thought.
But it means they're well prepared.
Where's what's her name? The like mayor or whatever.
She's right next to you.
Serendipity. The mayor.
Oh, is that the mayor? I thought that was the owner of the.
That's Alicia.
Oh, okay. You're a mage.
Well, he's the only
right?
one who's really talked to Lisa.
Can you tell me how much this is worth, roughly? And I show her the loot or the lyre.
Are you specialized in one? Can you use a shield though?
Can I use a what?
A shield. So you
I
can't.
don't have weapon and
It's
shield.
worth about 80 silver.
Anyone can use a shield. 80 silver?
Well, I don't have the style for it.
Okay.
Why?
I was just wondering if we should pick you up a shield and a mace as a backup for now. But you do well with the golf club. That's just how I picture you hitting people, constantly knocking them back.
We'll bring Clarissa back here, but first we need to stop Daddon and his owner.
Okay.
Anyone else have any business in town?
I'd like to buy 4 more antitoxins.
Sure.
And I'm going to tell Silas we'll give him justice for this because we're going after the ogre in Daddon.
Okay. He goes, thank you for. Thank you. The wheels were spinning way too hard for that.
Click, 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 click. Ding!
How much?
They were what, 5 silver a piece last time?
I'm gonna go to the music store.
80 silver, what's that, 8 gold?
That's basically.
80 silver.
Because 10 system, he got 80 silver for his lyre.
No, I didn't get it. That's
Oh,
what it's worth.
okay.
Alright, I'm good.
Music store. What sort of instruments are there?
All sorts.
All sorts?
Except for like modern stuff.
There's no electrical guitars.
Plug into a clamshell.
How much is a drum?
It tells you it's about 10 silver out here in the jungle. Oh, he's not done.
Alright, gnomes start all their words with silent G's.
What about a... Can I
Good
find like an
idea.
ocarina?
That will be 5 silver.
5 silver?
Because when I think
And how much was the other 10? Okay.
you should teach your brother to play the drum,
Gonna play an ocarina.
but they're so pretty.
Can would you be interested in buying this
And they
lyre?
control time.
Yeah. I can trade it with you. I'm not interested in buying it.
Well, I can trade for the things you gave me and maybe a tad more?
I'm not gonna give up money for it.
Are you trying to trade the lyre?
Yeah.
Why not keep it?
Jeff wasn't planning on using the lyre.
Can I? Is there any magical thing about the
Yeah, it allows you to cast the sound illusion.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that exactly.
Which I don't know anything about right
Well, decide and we can get going.
now. Okay, I'll buy the drum and the ocarina.
Alright. Thank you for your service.
Plays the ocarina.
Huh? Ocarina's like a...
I know what it is. I'm saying you're playing up here with the drum on your feet.
Well, one at a time.
Yeah, but
The ocarina I'm planning on putting on like a cord that I can wear around my neck so it's always handy.
Oh, it's raining. I could stop that.
Stranger danger.
so you guys leave out
That's how he
of
summons his brother.
Wasta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which way are you going? Are you following anybody or are you just gonna go straight due east?
Well, we'll see if we can find the path the ogre left.
Oh yeah.
But it's going off. They're probably going to eventually head more toward the temple. It's best that we probably get there first. And figure out.
We don't know the exact location of the temple, so we'll follow the ogre's path for now, I guess. Unless you, I mean, you've got a magic cape of telling you where to go, so maybe you will lead the way.
You have the navigation focus.
Yeah. Using intelligence, which
Oh,
I'm
mighty
not
clock.
super high on.
Tell me where to go.
It's one of the lines that he's better at knowing where things are at in terms of like.
He turns it inside out somehow.
I see
Hey.
the ogre fucking path leading off.
You know that she went that way. Triangulation, whatever.
11.
Yeah, these have been rolling really well.
You know that going just straight east between the two, like in the direct center of the two, will probably get you where you need to go.
Yeah. No. We'll go straight down the middle.
Lead the way, my bearded friend.
So I guess I'm not taking point because I have to figure out where we're going. I feel it. Feel in my bones and on my back. Then we have to go this way.
Okay. You guys travel for a good day or so, like, and I'm assuming he's using the drum to go ahead and give me 2 rolls. He's your random encounter. If he fails, you guys get a random encounter.
Spiders!
Serpentfolk.
So I'm playing
Serpentfolk
the
right
ritual
That's
key to
unless you want to
stay the fuck away.
unless you want to drag people to you. Then answer your own question.
Do I get any kind of bonus for musical lore?
Nope. It's performance is your bonus for that.
What's performance?
Communication.
Okay. Which I don't actually have yet. So 12.
Plus your communication.
Oh,
Yeah.
14. So not quite.
Not quite.
So what does that mean? That I'm just like fucking it up?
So there are 3 serpentfolk coming through the trees, kind of inquiring about why the beat is being played wrong, and if anybody needs any help.
You have a crippled drum player.
You can see them coming though.
4 fingers. Maybe sometimes.
What would you guys like to do? I'd
Just stop the drums and
go ahead and make a high check.
Wait, they haven't seen us yet?
No.
Okay. Yeah, let's, is that dexterity?
Yep.
and I stumped him.
What'd you get?
10.
Okay.
7!
Okay.
16 and I stumped it.
Okay. You succeed.
I'm trying to find something that might help.
The secret to
the
hiding
group.
is wearing armor.
For the most part, you guys all succeeded. Like the group as a whole succeeded.
Oh, thank God. I'm a carry.
Hard.
Hard carry. I'll be good late game.
Maybe. Unless you make a lot of really bad choices, like wizards do sometimes in games. Baron's okay. I wasn't giving you shit. I'm primarily making fun of Gish wizards who decide to take things like Fireball and Scorching Ray and stupid shit like that. Who are amazing early game, but utterly useless in game.
That's when you take Explode Hit. Because that's a funny spell.
So you guys succeed. They go on. You dodged the bullets.
Okay.
Would you like to try again for the next day?
For the next what?
The next day. So that was a day.
Oh, okay. How long do we have to go?
2 days.
2 days. Yeah, I will.
Don't suck.
I think I'll stay quiet for now.
Okay. You guys come across. Finally, you guys come to this massive temple made of pretty much looks like made out of ivory, but you know that can't be possible because there's nothing big enough to give this much ivory off.
That way you know.
Or was there at some point? You're not sure. The temple itself looks strange because all the depictions of Lilio seem as if they were defaced out of a statue of a breasted woman, like bare chest, open arms, vines on her arms, but it looks like the head has been broken off and a stick, like conglomerate, like rotting stick head has been put on of a tiger.
I
Are
try
we
to
aware
figure
of
out
this?
what I'm looking at.
Sure.
I can't remember. Did this temple used to be something else as far as we know?
You have no idea.
Okay.
12.
Which for lore?
12 for intelligence. Yeah.
Can
That's
I
not the
can
original
I re-roll
head.
that? Can I re-roll that?
As a lore test. Not much better.
13.
Okay. So you know that this is probably a temple of another god that's been defiled.
I also know that without having to make a roll.
Through the distance, you can see that it actually opens up into a clearing, kind of, with some underbrush. There's a large set of steps that go up to a top of like a ziggurat area. Not a ziggurat because there's not the big steps, but it's like steps, stone platform, steps on one side, steps on the other side.
So Dagon could possibly have the right temple because this isn't the original temple and it's not actually for Galileo.
Good. At the top of the stairs, there's 4 serpent men. Just kind of chill out. Sometimes they'll walk up and down the stairs.
I have a question.
Shoot.
The war beam, I get to direct them. Do I get to choose in which direction?
You know, the direction you're going.
They follow you.
They follow you. So it's the same thing as if you were to go.
But then when they see me and know that I'm not one of them?
Yes.
Wow.
It's almost the same thing as the come and eat one, but instead of being from all sides, we're moving in one direction. We have a singular purpose.
I don't think the drum can get us out of this puzzle.
No, not this one here. I'm just wondering for the future.
Do we see anything else? Any other serpent folk? Or
Nothing
mysterious
down here.
smelly things?
Nothing here on the ground. You know that it gets more clear patch-wise, like underbrush and stuff, the closer you get to the temple base. This is from the distance. You guys can see, like, you assume what are Serpentfolk. I'll say that. They're not close enough to really tell, but they look scaly and they look green, so.
Is this the right place?
Scout out the perimeter.
Okay.
Go for it.
So you kind of walk around the perimeter, and you can see that the top, the bottommost layer. So you have the platform, right? Stairs up it onto the platform. And then you have a walled-off section, followed by a Roman a Greek temple where you have like the pillars that go up, with another thing on top of that, with an opening where there used to be a statue. Like there's another layer on top of that, being upheld by the columns. Where there used to sit a statue, you can tell because like the feet have been broken off. You can see the feet further you go out, or the closer, whatever. What?
Feet are smelling like that.
But
Very simple with that.
there's lots of it's too high up to see anything further than that.
Any more serpent men patrolling around?
This is stairs.
Is the entrance on the south? Can you walk down into it, or are there other ways in?
So what he can see is he can see a door that has a circle of vines with words in the middle.
Well, they can't. Are the words serpent men or a different language?
They're in Elven.
Does anyone know Elven?
Well, we know somebody who does know Elven, but we don't know if he's even here yet.
Coming out of the trees. He goes, "Have you found anything?" What does that say? It says, "What I am but a catalyst for life. Even if my presence brings destruction. Though I am connected to battle and strife, but I make room for plant reproduction. Despite my reputation, I can be sweet. I can light a dark path or warm a home, and have been known to help two lovers meet, by warmth in heart or causing pot of foam. But those are not my only claims to fame, because I am also known to help enchant by mixing ingredients to be tame, and I can help circles of mages chant. I am a key in the sentinel. Produce me, or pain will be terrible.
Fire. So we need some fire?
I have fire.
Is that at the door some sort of something that we have to burn?
The words themselves are actually indented into the door.
Well, I go back, explain what I found.
You found an elf.
Yes, I found elf, and we have found a magic door, which, by how it sounds, Shiv has already pointed out, we probably need fire.
What's the bow Frelinor has that's so special?
It actually, so it looks very intricate. It's made of mithril. The bow itself is. It has two leaf-like outpourings off the sides. The front end has 2 points that can be used as punching daggers.
You're bringing up big guns, aren't you?
And it looks magical.
That's fancy.
How many Serpentfolk? I thought there were Serpentfolk out there.
Are you so eager and disappointed that there are no Serpentfolk currently around?
There are Serpentfolk on top.
Yeah,
No, I
there's
thought,
Serpentfolk over
I thought you said they
there.
were like... Oh, not near the door though?
Not near the door.
Okay. Alright.
Probably because they don't know how to read Elven and they don't know how to open it.
We can spread plant matter and then strike a match or something. Maybe that'll work.
We could do that. Failing that, we can also probably sticky fire.
So you guys go over there and do that. So who's doing it? Who's putting the fire in the indention?
I'm hungry. I'm impatient. I pull out my sticky fire and I'm gonna throw it at the door.
I'm gonna need you to make a stealth check while you do that, but that's all I need you to make.
Is that like sturdy?
I'd go. Wait. He does go.
Well, I stunted, and it's a massive dexterity roll.
Okay.
Is this exploration, or is this role playing, or is this?
You feel like you succeeded.
I
hate it when he says that.
The echo of glass hitting stone resounds until it muffles through the trees.
You know, these jars, you can open it up a door for future reference.
The door does open.
Does
The back door
Does
we
the-
never use.
does the
Sounds
fire
open.
subside? Does the fire subside?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk inside because I want to be.
Let's
fixed.
go quick before this thing shuts.
I want to be fixed.
You can hear the voices of many serpentfolk
Don't
in this
care. I want to
room.
be fixed.
Inside?
Many serpentfolk.
We're going cautiously.
As you come around, so there's a room in front of you, you come into the big main foyer room, and there's a wall immediately in front of you, behind this door. Not like in your face, but across a good 2 or 3 yards. And as you kind of come around, you can see that there are 20 or 30 servantfolk just sort of milling about in this room. Clarissa sitting up on top of a sarcophagus, just doing her nails.
Do they seem aware of her? Or?
Yeah, it looks like she's totally on their side. And they no problem with her. This seems like a whole Indiana Jones kind of Temple of Doom thing where you peek
Are we
over
all
and you can see
peeking
all
around?
the followers.
I'm gonna gesture for them to come back to the door.
Yeah, I don't really think that might be not here.
Of Clarissa is.
But she doesn't have a dagger.
There's also 3 levels to this temple.
Either he's somewhere else in here or he's not here yet.
Either he's in here or he's not in here.
Alright, smartass. I see your hunger is sharpening your wit. It's dulling your sensibilities.
Should we check out the rest of the
If we
temple?
don't find him in here, that means he's not here, which means we can intercept him on the way.
Right.
Unless he's somewhere else over here.
I say we check out the rest of the temple covertly.
Would anybody like to make it look like an in-depth scan of the room?
Yes.
So you guys, you don't have to roll. You just kind of peek your head out. I'm sorry for making you waste rolls. Like, I will let you know if there needs to be a perception roll. I promise.
Sorry, it's his habit.
So-
Would you like to? Yes.
So you, I know it's a gamer habit. I do it too. But you kind of peek your eyes out from along the wall, and you can see that there are ladders going up, like rope ladders going up to the next floor, and there's also staircases going down.
Down,
In the middle of.
And down into
like below ground.
below ground, below this platform where they're at.
Do we think up or down?
So it's very visibly nearer the 30 some odd Serpentfolk.
Actually, it's behind some columns in the shadows. So you have the doors.
So we have the possibility of sneaking around them. The possibility of rolling to sneak around all of the Serpentfolk.
Yeah.
Where can we go? That I won't be hungry anymore.
Wherever Daddon has that dagger.
Do I know? Upward. Can I extrapolate anything from everything we've known about Lilio? Just determine where this ritual might take place?
He's the god of storms.
So probably up at the top roof.
Worth a shot. Plus, if we get discovered, I'd rather be up and have to, escape downward than be down and have to fight our way up out of the earth. And who knows? There's maybe even windows.
Frelinar is kind of like seeped into the shadows, walking around the back edge of the room.
I don't care who we have to fight.
We will.
I don't care who we fight either. I'd rather only fight maybe 1, 2,
5, maybe.
5, not 30, 80.
So I need everybody to make me a stealth roll if you're going to attempt this.
Wait, have we decided what we're doing?
We're going upstairs?
It's up to you.
Going up.
Well, up or downstairs is going to require a stealth roll.
Yeah, up.
Or, I mean, you guys could just close the door and wait.
I thought we could go up on the outside.
16.
Or is this a different thing? You said there's a ziggurat and a Greek sort of style?
Okay, so like it's not really a ziggurat. It's like a platform, right? And then it's got stairs on both sides. 2 doors. One doors are open. The other one Clarissa is sitting in front of a sarcophagus in front of. There's ladders up. From the outside, this looks like a platform building with like small windows and stuff like that. Very little light being able to get through. A platform, Greek-style columns, platform, what used to be a statue.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
This is why we need visual aids.
11. 11.
Okay.
16.
10.
10.
All right. So now this is a either fight or book it. So one of the Serpentfolk turns around as you 3 kind of make a wrong step and maybe get hit like a piece of rock that skips across the floor.
Does that include me?
Yeah. And what'd you roll?
16.
I was the 11.
You 3. Sorry.
You plebs.
So you like one of you like kicks a stone, the other one kind of like coughs a little bit. The Serpentfolk kind of turn their head very sharply. So Shiv, you act first.
Stay
Rope
calm.
ladders.
The vision is based on movement. Or they have the third eye thing that some reptiles do, and they can see our heat signature, in which case, we're fine. Are we near the rope ladders?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to, still trying to stay quiet and not draw attention to myself, but sort of book it towards the rope ladders and start climbing as quick as I can.
Make me a climb check. Okay. You get about halfway.
Okay.
One, two, and then throwing artists in the so as you guys are thinking you're being sneaky, an arrow comes at you. Alright. So it hits you for 5 points of damage minus your armor. As it just barely grazes your cheek, not cutting across. An arrow hits you for 12 points of damage minus your armor.
Holy shit.
As it hits you center chest through your robes. An arrow comes at you, and it missed you, hit you for 5 points of damage, 6 points of damage minus your armor. And it hit Frelinar for 8 points of damage minus. Followed by Shiv is burnt. Nope. Damn. Which is Shove. I'm sorry.
How close are the Serpentfolk?
They are relatively far away, but they're getting closer.
How close is the rope ladder to where we are?
Much closer than Serpentfolk.
I will climb.
Make me a climb check.
16.
Your path is hindered by your brother, but you are on the road.
Brother.
Followed by those burnt.
Run and ready grenade.
Okay.
Grenades!
So do I get to the ladder?
I think you can treat for Daddon.
Okay.
Kolguk.
Some magic pepper.
Kolguk. It's your turn.
Take it to the top.
I know. We're gonna end after this.
We're gonna run to the rope ladder. Are they moving on up it? Guess I will also climb.
10. You actually kind of get like a little bit up, not all the way up, but kind of like a good 5 feet off the ground. Back to the top of the order. Technically, Dan does go first. I fucked up. Shove.
Well, you've already established the order, though. We might as well keep it.
Sure. Shiv.
Okay. I'm going to climb the rest of the way up the ladder and peek my head.
Go ahead, make your roll to climb.
Yeah, it's gonna be shitty to fix the order and then him still stuck behind 10.
It's a good point.
13.
Yeah, so you make it the rest of the way.
That was 15.
Strength?
Yeah.
12.
Oh, I can't. Alright. So what do I see?
So you see a green hooded man standing over top of an altar with a knife in his hand, and there are 4 serpentfolk around him. Outlining the edge of this columned room are 6 cages worth of tigers that look hungry and are salivating. And that's your turn. Dan.
More climbing.
Okay.
14.
You make it all the way up, except for your brother's in the way. Again.
So I can't.
Surely he can climb up the side,
It's a 1-man ladder.
but he's at the top. Just reach around here.
He's up at the top doing this.
Oh, I thought you said he descended.
He's doing this.
Okay.
From below.
Yeah.
Right to left.
They get a really long lance.
They shooting y'all. They shooting y'all with bows, yeah.
Really? I thought it was slingshot.
I know.
That one missed. Another arrow at you.
Yeah, generic.
Shove.
To hit? Yes.
For 3 points damage. An arrow comes at you.
I shall save this for later.
Fuck.
No, 6 points of damage my turn. It was 14 to hit.
Oh.
Another one comes at you. For 3 points of damage my turn. As these arrows are hailing at you guys, Clarissa doesn't even seem remotely interested. She just kind of looks over and goes, so yeah, back to Bert. Yeah.
It would be him next.
No, you went first.
Bird.
You readied your grenade.
Oh. Yeah, you climbed up the rope. That's right. I thought you were ahead because you are, technically. I release sticky oil as I climb up the rope. No, I'm putting it on the rope as we go up.
Oh,
You dumb fuck. What if we can't climb as fast as that can burn?
You haven't lit it yet.
I haven't lit it yet. That's for the Serpentfolk to go up after us.
And they go.
Get up here.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
And I go,
11.
what is this?
Because I was gonna, just cut the rope once we all.
11.
so you make it about halfway because you're unhindered by everybody else.
Well, if the Serpentfolk try and climb up it and get sticky fire all over them, it's not my problem.
But there are sort of folk now at the bottom, kind of like grabbing on and shaking it. Folk.
11.
Okay. So you get further up. You're actually near those guys now. So back to the top with Shiv.
I will pull myself up on the ledge, draw my bow, and aim an arrow at the robed green figure and say, "It's over, Daddon. Give us the dagger."
And this is where we're gonna end it. He removes his hood and hisses at you as he reveals the face of Fork Tongue, a scar where his face has been caved in by a hammer. I will kill you all!
Is this Daddon?
No, this is Fork Tongue.
Daddon is not a snake man.
And that's where we're gonna
Wow.
end for the night.
The one with the anaconda.
It's Daddon! And then he pulls up the Daddon mask.
Apparently we should have burned the body.
I didn't say it was Daddon, I said it was a man in a green robe.
I know, I'm for 10's benefit.
Alright guys, thank you guys for coming. Tune in tomorrow. I will be running a one-shot for our Dungeons & Dragons campaign where they find my missing character. What crazy shenanigans has he gotten them into? You'll find out tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Yeah, more like himself.
Bye guys. Lacey, take us out. I have to pee.
Yeah, me too, horribly. Tomorrow. No, wait, we're doing Pathfinder, right?
No.
Okay, yeah.
I acquired